Chapter 12, Nutrition Guidelines. Here's an example of one of the problems that we face in America today, and it's our dependence on restaurant, fast food, and prepackaged foods. For Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I've got McDonald's. What about Tuesday and Thursday? How about Taco Bell? This is family patterns of behavior that lead to unhealthy eating habits. So let's talk about appropriate and healthy nutrition. So nutrition is the study of food and how it is used by the body. It includes the start to finish process of eating, digestion of food, transportation of nutrients, absorption of nutrients into the cells, and excretion of unused material. Food yields nutrients essential to the human body: proteins, carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, minerals, and water. An essential element is a nutrient that must come from food. Nutrients serve three main functions: supply energy, provide materials for building and maintaining healthy cells, and regulate body processes. All persons throughout their lifespan require the same nutrients, only the amounts that are needed change. Undernutrition is inadequate intake of one or more required or essential nutrients. Malnutrition is prolonged inadequate or excessive intake of nutrients and or calories. Several tools are available to help guide decisions about consuming a nutritious diet: being physically active and maintaining a healthy weight. Helping children to develop healthy eating and activity behaviors can have positive lifelong effects. So here we have the myplate.gov website, Let's Move, and dietary guidelines. So nutrition guidelines are designed to serve one of two purposes: to ensure adequate nutrient intake, to encourage healthy lifestyle practices. And if you look at page 324 of your textbook, you can see the recommendations from Dietary Guidelines for Americans 2012, and that's on page 320. So the Dietary Guidelines for Americans 2012 recommendations, and then also on 324, which is listed on this slide, physical activity recommendations for children from the American Academy of Pediatrics. So nutrient guidelines that are designed to ensure adequate nutrient intake include the Daily Reference Intake, DRIs, and MyPlate. So the DRIs provide information about recommended nutrient intake by age, nutrient guideline goals for which a limit has been determined, the highest level of nutrient that is unlikely to cause a health risk. So DRIs are also used to establish national nutrition program policy and for labeling processes. And so if you look on 323 of your book, you have a table table 12-2, that is the dietary reference intakes of RDA and AI for vitamins and elements. So here we have the history of nutritional guides from 1943 to current. And so 1943 to 1956, we had a basic 7. For health, eat some food from each group every day. Then from 1956 to 1992, we had the basic 4. And then from 1992 to 2005, we had the food guide pyramid. From 2005 to 2011, we had the My Pyramid Guide. And currently, the format is the My Plate. We also have guidelines for kids' activities. And so you can see the kinds of activities in the pyramid we want to limit. And then ones we want to include are free play, group play, and family play. And then at the bottom, choose to move wherever we can. And then the newest, most updated version is 60 minutes of exercise and play each day that goes along with the My Plate format. Also, we have a physical activity pyramid for adults along the same lines as the one for children. So ChooseMyPlate.gov. This is an interactive tool that provides consumers with a wealth of information about food groups and healthy eating patterns, about nutrient-dense sources of essential vitamins and minerals, talks about portion size, moderation, and calories, physical activity to balance food intake, and recipes for nutritious food preparation. And you can find the information about My Plate on page 326 of your textbook. So I would suggest that you spend some time exploring the interactive features of the My Plate website and learn how to personalize recommendations. And so we can just take a look at this real quick. So I guess you'll need to do it on your own. Click on that. So further recommendation guidelines, additional nutrient guidelines that are designed to encourage healthy lifestyle practices include the Dietary Guidelines for Healthy America, Healthy People 2020, and Let's Move. So some key recommendations from the Healthy American Guidelines includes consuming a variety of nutrient-dense foods within your calorie needs, maintain a healthy weight, engage in physical activity on a regular basis, include a variety of fruits and vegetables every day, reduce saturated fat and cholesterol, and keep fat intake to 20 to 30% of your total calories. And here's some further guidelines following a healthy eating pattern across the lifespan. Focus on variety, nutrient density, and amount. Limit calories from added sugars and saturated fat and reduce sodium intake. Shift to healthier food and beverage choices and support healthy eating patterns for everyone. So areas of health that are addressed in Healthy People 2020 include physical activity, nutrition and weight management, mental health, injury and violence prevention, oral health, food safety, environmental health, immunization and infectious disease, and improved access to health. And if you want to view that document, you have the web page below. So next, let's focus on the Nutrition Labeling and Education Act of 1990. The Food and Drug Administration, or FDA, food labeling requirements include mandatory labeling of most packaged foods, standardized serving sizes, manufacturer's contact information, uniform list of terms and health claims, and then listing of all the ingredients included in food products. In 2004, there was an amendment that required listing of allergenic proteins like tree nuts, peanuts, soybeans, eggs, fish, shellfish, wheat, and milk. So let's look at how we can make sense of food labels. So when they say fat-free, the definition of that is less than 0.5 grams of fat per serving. Sugar-free means less than 0.5 grams of sugar per serving. Sodium-free is less than 0.5 grams of sodium per serving. when they say reduced sugar, it's at least 25% less sugar per serving than the reference food. Reduced or fewer calories is at least 25% less calories per serving than the reference food. And if we go to page 332 of your book, you can find more information about that. And page 332, it also talks about light or LIGHT light or LIT light and the difference between those terms. So daily values. The daily values are based on expert dietary advice about how much or how little of some key nutrients you should eat each day, depending on whether you eat 2,000 calories or 2,500 calories a day. And so you can see this is telling us the percent of daily values based on 2,000 calorie diet. Your daily values may be higher or lower depending on your caloric needs.